thank each and every last one of you guys that are here today. For me, I say first and foremost, God is the greatest. Whether you recognize God or you call it the universe, whatever it is, the scientists tell us that our galaxy is only 1/1,000,000th of what exists. So certainly there are things that are far more bigger and more significant than we could ever be. So today, to be considered and acknowledged on this level is a huge thing for me. I'm humbled by it.
Wow.
Just got a few words here, sorry. I am ever so grateful for this honor. I could never properly explain what this means for me, a native of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Atlantis Apartments, I might add, who had no idea where my love of music would ever take me. I was once encouraged by, they call them teachers, but I call them the folks that conspired to get me here, my music teachers, and my grandmother, who figured that while I was using her soup spoons and her whisk and her pillows as a drum set, that maybe there might be something there. So she brought me my first snare drum, and that led me to my first teacher, Mrs. Warren. That's how I met Chad Hugo, my drum teacher, Ralph Copley, my next teacher, Mr. Edwards, and then finally, my high school teacher, Mr. Sharps. Those are the teachers that I'm referring to. And finally, my latest teacher is Hans Zimmer. All of who have helped me cultivate the spark of talent that they saw in me. And that's all I thought about was music. I just wanted the opportunity to create something that was good enough for people to hear on the radio, along with Chad Hugo. When Teddy Riley built his studio, his recording studio next to my high school, it was kind of like Santa Claus had come to town. He ended up taking me and Chad Hugo and also Shay, and we were the Neptunes at that time as a group, underneath his wing. I don't know what my life would have been like without that opportunity. It's why I've tried my best to be as thankful as possible throughout this career that you guys helped to create. You can have talent, and you can have skill, but if you don't have the people to nurture you, to support your creativity, it means nothing, and it often, in most cases, is wasted. And if you don't have the support of the fans, since they're the ones who really decide if music is going to be successful or not, you can only go but so far. So today is not really about me, it's about my fans as well. Music, and it's not going to be too long, I promise. Music has been the skeleton key that's opened every door in my life. It's because of music that I get to work in film, thanks to Chris Melodandri and the folks at the good people at Illumination. TV, fashion of the voice, fashion, working with Vuitton, now Chanel, art, Daniel Arsham, Takeshi Murakami, design, Alex Gorlin, Zaha Hadid. Music opened all those doors for me. It's the reason why my creativity gets a chance to continue to flourish. It's the guiding force for me and how I approach everything. I can work on all these various projects and all these different disciplines because someone believed in my ability and my love and belief in music. So today, I received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but I'm sharing it with all these people, and it really feels like a dream. The last 2 years have been exceptionally surreal for me. Besides the support of my wife, which I love, and my family, my mom and my dad, my brothers, I also attribute this incredible ride to the best team in the world, my managers Karen VZ and Ron Lafitte, the entire staff at I Am Mother, And there's so many of you guys, but I'll just codename you Super Glue because they hold everything together. Every last person. And every single person who's ever contributed to my career, this journey over the last 20 plus years. I especially want to thank NBC, Universal Pictures, Columbia Records, those crazy guys right there, who when I thought I'd just continue just producing a couple of records every other year, just woke me up and asked me, was I ready to come back and do some things? It's those crazy guys over there. I thank you for that.
Yeah.
And the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, I am humble, and I pray that not only I get the opportunity to continue sharing my music, but people of my persuasion that come from where I come from gets the opportunity around the world, as long as it is humanly possible. And I just want to say, last but not least, today I'm being grounded, and it's such an honor. But I don't need this star as much as I love it, I appreciate it, and I'm going to jump up and down on my bed to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with my wife later. But I don't need to be grounded with this star to tell you why I'm really grounded. I'm really grounded because everyone around me is so much more better than I am, so much more talented than I am, so much more reliable than I am. They're so good, they levitate. And when everyone around you levitates, you have no choice to realize that you have to be grounded. So I just want to say thank you. And you know what? Ellen, that was like an amazing speech. You're always the #1 first person there to support me. That video, Happy, that we're all talking about, she was the first person to jump out. When we couldn't get it on radio, she was the first person to play it on her show before it was even released. That's Ellen. So as I said to you on my way up here, if there's anything that you need, any cause that you represent because you are the greatest of humanitarians, the answer is 3. Yes, please, and win. Thank you to everyone out here today.
Let's unveil the star.